Welcome to the HUD, everyone. I'm Zacharoni, and at the 2015 Game Awards, a sequel was announced for Double Fine's first title, Psychonauts, which was followed up by a crowdfunding campaign through Fig that raised over $3.3 million. Now it's 6 years and a VR appetizer later, which I haven't really played unfortunately, Double Fine is now ready to give fans what they wanted 21 years ago on Steam, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and Xbox Game Pass. And today, I'll be your waiter who will be going through some of the features the game has to offer. So without further ado, please be seated, and here are the toppings on Psychonauts 2. Okay, let's go straight to the options first, which is under settings right here. First up, we got control setup, where you can rebind the controls of your keyboard or controller if you're playing on the either the Xbox One or PC. You can alter the vibration of your controller, change the camera sensitivity on your controller and mouse, invert camera control to vertical or horizontal. Camera assist, you can turn it on and off. Use triple jump to glide. Levitation ball to pull down from glide. And activate lock on input mode. And ready to power menu mode. You can set it to either hybrid, hold, or press. And this one is just hold or press. In fact, I better reset. I think that was the default setting. Also, we got assist feature, and these features no fall damage, invincibility, and narrative combat, where you can turn these features off and off if you want to, if you just want to focus on the story of the game. Then there's also the text language, where you can choose from either English, French, Italian, Dutch, I believe that's it, Spanish, Portuguese, and that's pretty much it, really. Local narration signing UR, you can turn that on and off. Large subtitles, if you got subtitles on. Increased fourth lagability. Camera shakiness into. And also there's an option here for color blindness, where you can actually choose from 3 different options. In fact, I don't know why they would block this up, really, because it makes it difficult to see the words down there. Well, you might tell what they are, really. Wait, oh, sorry, I was just changing back for. And then there's also audio, where you can alter the volume for music, sound effects, voices, and ambient, and also the main volume as well that operates, well, pretty much everything. Having a little trouble here. And there's also subtitles that you can mess around with. Well, turning on and off, but I turn that feature on just so you can hear what they're saying. And for PC options, well, starting off with display, you get a choice of either full screen, boundless or Windows mode. And if you set it to full screen, you can either set it from 1024 to 3840. You can also activate VSync, increase the max of frame rate, which goes up to 30 to 240 or unlimited. Activate or deactivate motion blur if it's too much for you. And also you can alter the brightness of the game if it's too bright or not bright enough for you. There we go. Wait. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the controller so far. It's not the game itself. Anyway, and we also got graphics here, and you can set the graphics quality to either very low or very high, or you can customize your own, where you can alter the resolution scaling, the anti-aliases, detail dentistry, I believe that pronounce it, textures, lighting, shadow, ambient acoustics, reflection, and also post progress as well. So now that that's out of the way, what is Psychonauts 2? Well, Psychonauts 2 is the long-awaited sequel that I'm guessing that most fans are actually waited for, which I might have already said in the intro, where you still follow the story of Raz, who is now working at the Psychonauts HQ, but unfortunately he's set to rank Intel, unfortunately. But if anybody's new to the series and want to have a little catch up, well, you could play all the previous games from the original to the VR appetizer, but the game does have a previously on Psychonaut video that you can find here or on the internet. But when you start the game up, you automatically given this video just to give you a bit of catching up on what the story is so far. And like I said, I didn't really play the VR appetizer, but I managed to get into the story quite well so far. So anyway, let's jump right in. And in fact, I should say this first, that the game does have free save slots, but there's no manually saving them from one another. So that means once you move on to that one, you're continuing where you went off there. But right now, let's head into this one, what I'm still going through. And the loading times are 10 seconds in this game. So this is the Psychonauts HQ, known as the Motherlode. The Motherlode. And you might be asking, what kind of 3D platformer is this? Well, it's definitely not a collectathon 3D platformer if you're looking for those like Banjo-Kazooie and Super Mario 64 like games. But it's more in the kind of story-driven games like Ratchet and Clank and Jak 2 and 3 and Sly 2 and 3. So I would say the first one, but they seem similar to the previous old games like Crash Bandicoot. But still, this is more of a story-driven platformer, and it's proved by developer Double Fine, who are actually former members of LucasArts. If anybody want to catch up on what they are exactly. So anyway, how did Raz control in this game? Well, Raz had a jump and double jump that he can use, and also he can attack enemies, which I'll get to combat later. And then there's also its psychic abilities. You start off with four types really. You got I'll just set them all up here to show you. And there's a reason for that, don't you worry. You got the levitation ability that allows you to let Raz levitate with a ball right there, allowing him to go through the environment. And also he can use it as a way of gliding, but only for a few seconds. Then there's also telekinesis, where he can grab somebody or something and throw them in any direction he's pointing at. Then there's also his projectile attacks, and there's also pyrokinesis as well, that he can burn anything to a cinder. And, well, Psychonaut fans might remember these abilities, but what about any new ones? Well, first up, there is the mental connection ability, where basically it works like a grappling hook, where if you see these thoughts bubbles, you can do this. And then there's another psychic ability known as the time bubble. Basically what it does, see that character walking? Yep, you can slow down anyone or anything that allows you to either get past through. And that's actually comes in handy for when you're dealing with certain scenarios like spinning platforms and also spinning blades as well. Anyway, let's try and find different environment to show you Raz's capability in platforming. And you do this by doing these fast travel system. Well, there's a fast traveling system in this game. So let's head to the QA parking lot. And here we have we now land ourselves in the place known as the questionable area. No, really. No, really. That's what it said on the title. The questionable area, right there. So basically, well, if any of you aren't aware, well, new people are jumping in to know how Rad can do these flips and all. Well, he's actually a circus performer, and so far his family is now joining in on the action, but they're not really psychics. In fact, they actually have a cruel hatred of psychics at first, given that, well, get this. Whenever they go near water, they instantly die when they touch it. As in, a giant arm comes in and grabs them to their watery grave. Yeah, I know, pretty dark there. And so far, I was trying to explain about the one of Raz's grind rails ability. But as for the structure of the game, well, the structure is so far, well, linear. Well, basically there are two types of missions, and they are presented in the Intel menu. Here, where you can keep an eye on Raj's stats and items, but there's also his telekinetic power, psychic powers, I would say. And they are leveled up if you have a certain number of Intel credits that it actually earned from leveling up. Which I would have show you a menu to explain it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention he can also dodge incoming attacks as well. Anyway, back to the Intel menu. Also here are pins, and these pins are actually work like perks, and each one of them have a little different ability, such as this one allows you to magnetize any objects that are far away, and there's also ones that will give you, well, different effects to your attacks, and extend your brain block upgrade. But where do you get these pins from exactly? Well, let's see if I can try and find one here. There's a little... Well, basically you'll find a little place called Otto's Workshop. And I don't think there's one going to be in here, really. So let's head back to the motherboard. At the... here. And here we are back here. And you basically get your upgrades from this chap, Otto, but you need to collect some of these that are hidden in the environment. I forgot what they're called, but they're basically a form of currency you use in the game. And you can use to either buy items such as health recovery items, and also these ones that actually fully recover Raz if he loses all of his brain health. Which is actually displayed on the top left corner whenever you're in combat. And there's also pouches that will increase your, well, basically the number of things you can allow to carry. But I highly recommend you get the Profit Wallet, which allows you to increase your currency carrying from 1 to 1,000. No, wait, from 100 to 1,000. And also we have the pins right here. But you can only collect certain pins if your level is high enough for it. With it presented up there. So far 33, and I can't get either 40 or 56 yet. Which that one allow me to grab an enemy with metal connection. While depleting their health. And then there's also combinment, where I need to make sure I get these PSI challenges. And so far I don't have one, but I can go to here and nab one. And I just go back here, and I need to have a set number of PSI cards, but unfortunately I don't have enough of them really, and that allowed me to get a level ranking up. So I don't have any of those really.
Time Bubble fans, you're going to love these new Time Bubble pins.
And also, since this is a adventure action platformer, it basically got elements from Monkey Island, where you basically talk to certain characters and you are presented with multiple dialogue systems to choose from. But since I've done too far in the game, I'm not gonna show you them really.
Hey kid.
And then there's also the voice cast in the game. For starters, Richard Hovis still replies his role as Raz, the main character you're playing in here, along with Nikki Reppert as Lizzie, Stephen Stainton as Sacha9, Alexa Linza as Mia, that's it, Mia. Nick Jameson as Coach, and, well, just call him Coach, and also Dr. Loboto, which, admittedly, I actually almost nearly going to call him Lobotomy. And also there's David Keane as Ford, and those are the characters that return in. But what about any new characters and new actors? Well, first thing first. Well, I'm gonna get the missions out of the way first. I'll get to the newer actors later, but right now, here are the missions objectives. There's the optional missions, where you are presented with a set of things to do that will increase your level in, ranging from scavenger hunting, finding parts, and also finding a certain family member that is hidden in the environment. And then there are the main objective, where this one involving me fixing Ford that had a little accident with himself. And I can actually tackle this in multiple ways if I want to. In fact, I would show you one of these levels, but honestly right now, well, there's nothing really to do in them besides from collecting a few things that you missed out on. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new save file and show you one of the levels, well, that actually take place inside a person's mind, and I don't know how that happened exactly. And basically, inside these minds, well, they basically have certain problems that they need to be sorting out, like if they have a little darker past of this, so that they need redeeming. So anyway, I'm gonna exit out of here, and I'll show you one scenario which involves Helene Forsyne. So let's get right over there. Okay, here we are in Forsyne's mind, and basically, well, her backstory is actually, well, she actually started out as a doctor, but there's actually a little incident that happened in her mind, and it resulted in this.
Oh no! Mind stepping aside, buddy? This is an emergency. No.
So basically what happened here is that actually I went too far. If I actually skip that part, well, I don't want to spoil too much of these, well, of these scenarios really. Because I highly recommend you go into this game blindly without knowing too much. But anyway, here's how combat works. You basically got your standard attack and also standard dodging. But then there's also the enemy types in the game. Such as they're these sensors. Well, they basically start with small standard sensors, but then later on you're dealing with the big source sensors. Oh. And also here I can actually use telekinesis to throw objects at them. And also use my projectiles. And also right there, that's actually a bad idea. which is not a metaphor. They're actually called bad ideas, where basically they actually plant exploding light bulbs into the ground, and then they explode when you come into contact with them. So that's another bad idea down. You know, that's actually funny, really. And there's one of the sensors right there. And also, they can actually be taken down with certain object. But with telekinesis, though, you're gonna have, well, some objects can be a little bit difficult to pick up, given that they actually are bolted to the ground. So basically, you need to make sure you have a lot of patience. You need to make sure you're not too much in danger to get in their way. Right now, just the big sensors to take care of. And I should say about the other enemy types, there's the regrets that actually drop anvils on your heads, and there's also the panic attacks, which are actually quick, nimble creature that can only be slowed down with the slow motion bubble. Right now, I just need to take this one out, and he's done.
We're near a hospital, so, your ghosts don't have to walk very. Oh, never mind.
Now then, about the collectibles. Well, first off, there are these. They're actually called figments. You know, like figments of imagination. And the interesting thing that if you actually collect 100, you actually get a level up for your character. So it's always wise to look out for one of the trinkets that are all over the plates. And also right there, the green. Anything that is green contain a little health pickup, which are displayed on the, and also, which I said, your health is actually displayed on the top left corner. And if you're wondering where your display of figments are, well, they're actually displayed on the top right corner there, next to the currency that you collect. Ah, and now this is a bag tag right there. So basically what I need to do is basically I have to find the special bags that actually contain, oh wait, yeah, I think it's called baggage, memory baggage or something. In fact, all the things you have collected are actually in here, really. Ah, the map. This is the map here, and I think I might have forgot to say that, but the map here will actually show whatever areas you unlock. You get to see the map of the base you're in, such as the mother lode and the forest that we just visited. But it doesn't tell you where exactly you are exactly. So you need to have good memorization on where a certain place is exactly. And then there's also these, where, well, basically there are these type of collectibles, such as nuggets, I believe they pronounce it, where it give you extra XP, figments, where there's a set number of them, and half a mind. Well, I believe these half a mind do give you extra experience, but at the cost of, well, no, not the cost of, no, there's no cost. What am I saying? They'll actually show you the mines in a special area. And also, yeah, emotional baggage. They will show you the number of emotional baggage that need to be found in each of the mines of each character. So anyway, I think that's all I'm going to show you. But if you're not convinced, well, you can keep on, but if everybody is, well, I highly recommend you just go into the story of this blindly, like without knowing very little, you know, because each setup is actually quite humorous. What I experienced so far. In fact, once I go in here, you might giggle at the concept of what's going on. In fact, I'll just tell you the prices right now. So if you just want to stop right there. So, Psychonauts 2 will cost you £54.99 on Steam, Xbox One, and Series X and S. That requires 30 GB of storage. That comes with 57 achievements. And also you can actually get this on Xbox Game Pass with the good subscription, which is kind of like Xbox version of Netflix that you can do right now. In fact, maybe I should jump onto it soon. So now that we got that out of the way, if you don't want to continue watching this, then you can just stop right there. But right now, we're heading straight inside the hospital, which had been converted into a casino. So basically, the casino premise is that, well, basically the life or death is now a risk system. So, like this moment where if they manage to land on a good symbol, then that means the patient, what they were covering, gets a full recovery. I'm not sure if that's count. Well, I don't want to say it sounds grim, but maybe it's just about maybe life or death is a gambling. Well, chance really. Well, basically, the hospital is more on luck than chance really. Like there, they got 2 bananas, but unfortunately 1 infection, so that patient is actually in trouble.
I don't like the look of these. Yes, the heart's salvageable, but the rest. Should we fall? No. Let's hold the 8 and the queen, and we'll pull for the inside state.
So that's all there. So let's continue on to see the situation that she's in.
Quiet place and fix this mess. High Rollers Lounge? That's not good. Oh no!
Rasputin, what are you doing here?
Sorry, I didn't mean to crash your hospital casino.
Oh, everyone's welcome in the casino. Without gamblers, how else would we make any money? No, you just can't be up here because it's the High Rollers Lounge.
Wait! Agent Forsyth, I need to tell you! Ah! Ugh. What the? Oh, phew. It's just the morgue. Huh?
Yes, Rasputin?
We got a patient here. Needs emergency access.
Sorry, the table minimum in the High Rollers Lounge is, $3 gazillion.
What? How much is a gazillion?
More than you got, kid.
So yeah, that's the situation. That's the objective we need to do. We need to win $3 gazillion by entering these doors here that had different gambling courses. In fact, each gambling course is actually represented with a situation that you'll find in the hospital. Like this one, for example.
Careful, Roz. How did you two get in here?
We followed you. We thought it would be fun, but...
It's full of babies!
Come on, looking for a little luck here.
We have to have a baby.
Or you could just, like, have a happy life together.
In bed.
Looks like the house takes it this time.
This time? You mean every time?
Come on, Lovey, let's try another number. We have to win eventually.
Well, this is obviously rigged, right? Adam? Lizzie? Guess they really don't like babies.
Just look at these.
Well, they'll learn when they're grown up.
I don't care how much
Anyway, so
we walk out of here.
what we have to do there is we have to help this couple win a baby. So let's go up to talk to them.
Haven't hit the gazillion-dollar number yet?
Oh, this isn't about the money.
We are already so rich.
So rich.
Yes, we just want a child. More than anything in the world.
But the confounded house always wins. I hate to say this out loud, but I have my suspicions regarding the up-and-upness of this low-down dive.
So right now we need to help these couple get a baby. And we'll say by the system is rigged and we'll unrig it for them.
The system is rigged. Maybe I could help unrig it.
Oh, if you could do that, you could have all the money.
Yes, we don't care about that.
Because we're so rich.
Yes, very wealthy, it's true. But poor in children. Help us win a baby, and you, sir, can have the gazillion-dollar prize.
And our eternal gratitude.
Leave it to me.
I think we
Well,
chose
let's get to work winning them a baby without them doing it. Well, personally. Well, privately, I should say. Privately.
We have a winner.
And what am I doing collecting these figments? Yeah, these figments are so addicted to collect, so you have a tempting reason to find them.
I know you're not supposed to say this, but money really does solve a
So,
lot of
oh, let's go in there.
Well, of course the whole system is rigged. But I mean, I'm just one person. What could I do about it?
We can unrig this game, but you gotta believe it's possible first.
Anyway, while I'm getting to the objective, I should talk about the voice actor, the newer voice actor, I should say. Well, first off, Holly Forsyne is voiced by Kimberly Brooks, and she is best known as Jasper from Steven Universe, along with Ashley Williams from Mass Effect 1 and 2, and also Shinobu from No More Heroes 1 and 2 and Travis Strikes Again, and also No More Heroes 3 as well. Other characters, what you just saw there, includes Adam, who's basically one of the Intels, along with Lizzie. Both voiced by Tina Valentine, and also Great Kemblin. Actually hard to focus when you're trying to take down that bad idea. Whoops. And also Tuna Valentine. No, wait, it's Valentino. Mr. Valentino is actually going to be the new voice of Cuphead in the Cuphead Netflix show. While Grace Cuffman is known as Kate Burns from Man with a Plan, and Charlotte and Breen from that Cartoon Network show, which I can't really pronounce properly, unfortunately. And also, if you didn't saw the trailer, there's actually one special actor in the game, and that actor is Jack Black, who you might know him better as Poe from Kung Fu Panda, but he also voiced previous Double Fine characters such as Eddie Riggs from Brutal Legends, and also Harmony from Broken Age. If anybody actually remembered those games. Okay, don't want to get into that. Just blast through there. And I'll also grab that half a brain as well. Yeah, that's what they're called, half a brain. Sorry. So basically they're just, well, basically just two split brains in one. And also more sensor guides. They also leave, well, no symbols on the bottom. So anyway, let's get across here. Oh! Didn't respond properly. There we go. That's better.
How do we know we can change things unless we try?
And we have a winner! Looks like this time it's not 00? What?
We won!
Well, I guess miracles do happen.
You're telling us?
Oh, we are so happy.
Well, I'm dead.
Here, young man. I don't know what you did, but I'm a man of my word.
We don't need it because...
You're rich?
Yes, but we don't like to talk about it.
Oh, look at our little jackpot. When does it start fulfilling all of our unachieved ambitions?
Right after we use its identity to hide our excess taxable income.
Oh, it will
Okay, this is now getting creepy.
around the house.
It's just a mental baby. It's just a mental baby.
Not as realism as the real thing.
Okay, I got $1 gazillion.
One lucky card does not make three of a kind, sir.
Okay, there are two more to go. In fact, I'm just gonna look through here. I'm gonna show you something else here where I'm just gonna, well, show you this part and then the fast forward ahead just so I don't spoil the other things you find out in the game. Now that was actually a memory case where basically you actually find hidden backstories of each character's past and also what situations they dealt with in their life. And trust me, there's actually multiple of them, and some are actually restricted that can only be accessed if you have a certain item in the game. So anyway, let's head back in here. And also, if you're wondering about this moment here, well, think about it. That game, the first Psychonauts released in 2005, while Mario Galaxy was released in 2017, and this was actually featured in the original game. So basically, they actually came up with it first. But right now, I'm actually going to skip on forward to show you the semi-outcome of what happens after you got all of them. All the tokens. Well, all the $3 gazillion. So I'll meet you over there. Okay, here we are, and it's now going to present itself with a boss fight.
Who are you calling a bad idea? I am the sweetest of dreams, the spirit of unbeatable optimism. I am the ultimate victory of hope over mathematics. I am the Lady Luctopus.
Get it?
You can call me Lucky. It's time to see what the cards have in store for you. But don't worry, I'm a fair dealer. Although, I do like to keep a couple of jokers up my sleeve.
Can you believe we got caught in? So embarrassing.
We can't get to our smelling salts! We can't leave her mind!
Don't let us die in here, man.
You know what happens when you die in someone's mind, right? If you die inside mine, you pee your pants.
Thanks for that.
Get ready to play. This could be your lucky day. But I wouldn't bet on it. If only I could...
Also, those were the Inter kids that have got caught a while ago. And also, well, they actually started out, well, not appreciating Raz. In fact, they actually they actually tricked him to took his clothes away. But now we gotta save them because, well, they're in trouble. So right now we gotta take down Lady Luctaput, as she liked to call herself. Let's take one of these bombs. Oh, what? And chuck it in that one.
Ah! Hang on, Izzy!
Nice shot, Goober.
All right, let's free the others together now.
No, you two get out of here before she cards you again. Try to wake up Agent Forsyth in the physical world.
You sure?
Yes, now beat it.
Kid's got some spirit.
I think he just doesn't want us to see him cry.
Also, if you're digging the soundtrack here, well, that's because it's composed by Peter McCollum. And, well, he actually worked on, well, he is the original composer for the first Psychonauts and the VR Appetizer, but also he actually did other works such as Grim Fandango and the Sly Cooper series. So now he's back with his, well, mixture of jazzy soundtrack. Yeah, I believe what you're listening to right now.
No time to walk away. After all, I still have some valuable cards here.
Agent Forsyth, when my parents...
Cannon, Norma. Ooh, I need to cover up that blemish.
And now she's not making it more easy.
Soon I'll feed him to my beak. Looks like it's time for a fresh deck.
And she's gonna change up her strategy. Come on, toss me your bombs.
Because that's what you got.
That's what I wanted.
Were you looking for...
Oops. Grab another one. And that one goes in. Feel the pain.
That was amazing, man. Now let's save the others.
We need to get back to the suite and help Sasha and Mia.
But
Clean up the rest of your mess, okay?
Got me there, Norma.
Now the same routine again. So yeah, each boss fight, well, so far this is the only boss fight I actually run against. And there was actually one scenario that I had it earlier. Oops. Oh, oh! Didn't see that coming. Need to... Oops. Basically, this is the only boss fight that is present in the game, really. And there was another one where it didn't really feel like a boss fight at all. And now I got her attention.
Right. Hey, where'd everybody go? I still have you guys, right?
You got it, Chief!
On second thought, where's my shredder?
Oh boy. Well, we better get to them before they get shredded. Even though she doesn't do that, unfortunately. So let's see what... Oh, lightning. So that means we have to either stay on here or use the levitation ability.
That stuff's got a kick to it. Did someone say, hit me harder?
Up. Whoa, 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 whoa. And the floor is now not electric.
This town is prone to excess. I love it.
So now here comes more bombs. She'll be spitting them out. One by one. Oh. Oops. Oh. Now you need to grab that one. And toss that one in there. And there's more bombs. Oops. Oops. Okay, where's the oh, need to wait until that's removed. And got it in.
Oh, hey, that reminds me of a funny... Dang, forgot it again.
Okay, you can actually borrow my board for a whole week for that shot. Woo!
You two go help the others. I just have one last thing to do.
Come on, I understand. He doesn't want his friends to see him take a life.
Pause this mess. And now I'm going to finish it.
Also, once I defeat this boss, I'm actually heading straight back to base, just so I don't spoil the outcome of this scenario. And that one opens itself. And we just finished the heart now. So, meet you back at the base.
Me, the answer to all your problems. All your problems.
Okay, here we are back at HQ, and we'll wrap this up by recapping the price if you didn't decide to skip this section. So, Psychonauts 2 will cost you £59.99 on Steam, Xbox One, and Series X and S that requires 30 GB of storage that comes with 57 achievements. Plus, it's also on Xbox Game Pass for you to play for free if you got a subscription model for it. Well, that's some of the features I can talk about right now, but if there are some that I've missed, let me know in the comments, and I hope this will give you an idea what you'll be getting for your money. Check back with me later, and I'll tell you what I think of Psychonauts 2 and all the other games I've been playing in a completed menu. And if you like what you see, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's stay in touch with my Twitter page, link in description down below. But until then, I'm Zacharoni. Enjoy your pizza, remember to wash your hands, and I'll see you next time.